Good morning, and I'm hoping, yes, that you can hear me. Good morning, Michaela. And we do have Kat as well, who I'm going to show your comment. Your lovely good morning as well. It is, it's overcast again. It's a winter's day, and I have no idea what the temperature is outside because I haven't gone outside yet. I've woken up, got dressed, and here I am with coffee. I do have my coffee this time. I've had time to make that. So there we go. And yes, you can hear. Great. Well, that is good to know because, yes, I have had those bit of goofs with muted and etc. before. So we're here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading, and it is Sunday, the 27th of August, and a very special day in my life because it was 40 years ago I had my third child, my first son. So we've got good fun celebrations today. Oh, looking forward to that. So I'm going to keep moving so that I know I'm going to be well prepared for that at the time of heading off for celebrations. So I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, for those who don't know me, and this is a general card spread reading as we move across to the deck that is laid out already. And I'll tell you a story about that in a moment. So tune into your psychic abilities, your spiritual connections as we go across to the cards. And here we have Narelle this morning as well. Good morning. That looks like a wonderful avatar there. Yes, and have a fabulous day. Well, I'm expecting to. So thank you for that. Here we go across to the cards now. There we go. We're at, oh, I haven't lined that up very well, have I? But this is the, here we go. That's the card deck of Rana George. We had this yesterday as well. So I've laid them out in a slightly different way. The initial purpose I created for this was, excuse me, yesterday, and they happen to be still on the table, and I haven't actually read them. So I thought, well, Spirit meant for these to be left here as they were, and we shall use these. It is the reading for today, and this is the back of this card deck. I love it because it's the stylized third eye on the palm. Beautiful, isn't it? So, and did I bring yours up before, Leslie? Good morning. No sunshine yet this morning. Yeah, well, it's not here either. So it's definitely cloudy, foggy in the direction of where Shaz lives at. Yeah, it's Strath. So morning, good morning. And it is happy birthday for my son. It's one of those milestones, isn't it? And Michaela is saying good morning to Shaz, and here we have Kay saying good morning to our little family here, and it is, isn't it? Definitely like that. There's Kay's morning to Kay from Michaela, and it's grim and cold. Well, I'd have to say grim. Well, yeah, it is. It is grim looking. There doesn't seem to be any inkling of the sun out there at the moment. So, look, it's a beautiful day though, just because we can choose to have that beauty in our day, don't we? Now, I'm going to bring the cards up in size, shift the focus, and here we have the 6 cards that are laid out. Now, they're slightly different. It's almost like this. We're going to go on a wander, a bit of a walk, a story. It's going to, we're aiming it at that type of just labyrinth, a meditation almost. And you're snuggling in bed. I was too, only about, it was 8 o'clock when I think I popped out of bed and got dressed. So, yes, wonderful. Here we have the clouds. I'm going to do it this way so that it's sort of almost like a zip doing up. So it's the clouds, then we have the marker, the lady or woman, and this I think is the bedroom, and I have a funny feeling, let me have a look, see if I've got the explanation close at hand, and that is, yes it is, it's labelled as bed. So this one's bed, Then we've got the clover and the side. So it's going to be an interesting wander through the story with this one this morning, I think. And we've got Kim just popped in, so saying good morning to her sister Kay. So wonderful to have you here, Kim. And we've got Kerry Ann. Morning. Hope you haven't missed it. No, I'm only just starting, Kerry Ann. And Michaela, your dog made you get up. I have a funny feeling it was the dogs starting to scratch at the door or something. They were hungry, Tilly definitely, to let because I actually shut them out of the bedroom last night. I wanted a decent sleep instead of having to try and fight with dogs. You know how they like to take over a bed. I wanted my space, so they were outside. I think that's what woke me up too, Michaela. So here we go. We're starting on the cards that are here. I'm starting the journey on the clouds, being the card number 6 in the corner. I'll just reference very quickly the keywords that this particular deck may have in the guidebook. Some of them, now that I am referencing more the guidebooks, it's more because there are nuances between different decks that we can use. And I suppose there is a lot of work and channeling that comes through for those who do create these decks, and honouring what their inner meaning may be that gives us that slightly different aspect or perspective compared to using a different deck. So I'm just starting to reference to the guidebooks until I become more familiar with them, because I never used to, and I probably may not as I move further into more of doing this swapping around the different types of decks I'm using, or maybe even discover some new ones to purchase. Who knows? Who knows where spirit guides us? This is what we're finding out as we look through different spreads too and different cards. So with the clouds, it is the intense darkening on this side, but it's moving through. We can see the movement of these clouds. And this book doesn't actually come up with too much like, a fairy tale one has keywords. This doesn't. It just describes the card. So in some sense, it is the energy that's shifting and moving through, clearing and cleansing as we're moving through our day. It's what I'm feeling. So as much as we've started with that is the cloudiness here, it is going to shift it through. And because I'm going to be moving it this way, like we're doing a bit of a wandering, it could mean that it takes a little bit of time. Just have the patience as we feel our energy moving in this pathway, and let it flow through as it would naturally, because we can't do much with clouds ourselves. They actually do, they're relegated to the physical rules of what is the physical world, aren't they? But energetically, as we're looking at these in our own way through these cards, it brings it forward to some meaning right now. I'm just going to check my iPad to see if, no, it's not. My soul software connection has not continued, so that's fine. I don't need to worry about that. It jumped off. It cleared its own way, didn't it? We're moving now into that's the choices of the marketplace. So that energy will be moving with that as we're walking through these cards. I'm feeling we're bringing it with us, but it's slowly clearing and cleansing whatever it is that is occurring in these particular situations. With the marketplace, that is the one that has all the different choices of whatever we may desire for our day today. Whoops, and of course I'm going to have this all bumping around. If I use this on the table, I'll hold it. So you can see the awnings and the choices of the apothecary, the fabric shops, and the potteries, and everything that you could desire is actually available in this marketplace. So we are moving through and using intuitive senses to actually pick up that sense of what do we need, we're trusting our pathways, we're walking through it even as to where we're guided. You know, some of these marketplaces can be absolutely huge for yourselves if you go to, you know, like Adelaide markets on a Sunday, or, you know, the Victoria, whatever it is. What is it? It's Melbourne. There was a big one I've visited there. It's not a Victoria Square, but Victoria Station. It's something that's to do with a really big markets, and you could spend ages in there because it takes so long to move through. Take your time as you're picking up and sensing into what you actually need for today, because we're reading these as if they're, you know, they are today's cards. So, and then we're going to move up here. We've got that wonderful nurturing influence of the woman, that lady who is there with what she has. Now, I might just even see if I can go bigger with that image and get it a little bit clearer, because she does have some of what she needs near her. You know, that is a flask of water, or it could be a teapot. There's more, you know, decorative items as far as how this is on its own stand there. A beautiful decorative table, side table, and the beautiful cushions that she's able to relax in. She has all that she needs to hand. And so we can almost assume that what she's been able to do is been to the markets and come back to rest, if we're creating something like the story that is before us. So we're moving through with that, you know, the influence of someone, a wise woman or a dark-haired woman through our day today. Take note of who you're coming into in contact with, touch with, relationship with, in whatever way that can be. It could just be it's one of the storekeepers at a market, if you go to a weekend market and you know, Sunday artisan market or anything like that. Taking that time to then rest, because what is our bed, our bedroom? It can be all the different dreams that we bring into our existence, and that can be daydreams, a midday nap, anything that sort of brings that comfort and coming to home. I absolutely don't know what the card bed means here, so I'm going to refer and read from the book, from this one, the guidebook. Because it's an enticing space that features a sumptuous bed adorned with a plush array of multicoloured pillows, surrounded by the purple drapes and Arabian lamps. So it is an antique Arabian picture with a set of chalices, which is where I'm just trying to find where the heck that is. That's there. No, that's there. No, that's it's there somewhere. It's very detailed and finely placed in this, and a vine of grapes. I'm going to have to find these, as well as flowers by the cozy bed. Let me just bend my head to have a look rather than bringing it up. Oh, look, hang on. Let me bring it up. I can place it down. Let's see if we can see that more clearly in this camera. And of course, it does that thing of not focusing very well. Look at the beautiful diagram, beautiful artwork, really. It's gorgeous. There's a beautiful teapot, and there's cups next to it. Yes, the chalice is just behind that veiled curtain. It's beautiful. So the artwork in these are absolutely gorgeous. So there we have the bed. So once, you know, we've got busy in our day, come back, contemplate, interact with people, and we need a rest. Or the ooh-la-la, just depends. We're now moving into that beautiful zone of the clover where we have good luck on our side, and whatever it is that we've intended to move through in our day, it is bringing us good luck. It has that wonderful, you know, that beautiful sun shining. You can imagine the sun being behind that card and really nurturing and giving life, further sustenance to the clovers as we see them in the field here. And that energy of good luck, it's as the natural realm intends it, as we're creating our journey still through this card and then into the next of the scythe. The final card we have for our day today being the scythe. And this is I consider it is the work side, but it's with that wonderful the result of long-term gain. It's not always that instant gratification. There is some work needing to be done because the scythe is what you have to hold on to. The handle is there designed for ease of work to create that wonderful swinging action as you're weeding or harvesting. In this case, it almost looks like that sense of mowing a lawn, in a really old-fashioned way. But it can be the harvesting of what we've put the wonderful work into through the previous days, weeks, months past that bring it to this time now where we're harvesting, bringing in what is that well-earned result, I suppose, that whether it's food, physical, that type of thing, or whether it's that is nurturing to our soul, that we're bringing it all in. Here we have those many options and opportunities, the dreams that we can have in our sleep on our bed. It's what tools we're using and choosing as we're moving through what our intentions are, moving into our dreams coming true, and that harvesting of what we have as the end result. What we've put into place, what we've worked for, what we've earned, what we have as our, it's good luck, yes, but it is actually also part of what we've done as a contributing factor to all of that. So it can also be, though, that we are needing to be a little wary of the sharp edge of it if our intentions haven't been completely. Sometimes it can be without deliberateness, it can be sometimes accidental, and sometimes our intentions are taken the wrong way and can be misconstrued and can be hurtful and can be if it's been a deliberate thing that we've put into place, well, it can be dangerous. But I'm feeling the sense of really it's the earnings, it's that we have earned, it's that we have worked hard for, and it's coming to that point today of being able to enjoy the result, to be able to really move forward with all of that's cleared from the start. The plans that have started probably is that bit of a cloudy image moving through and clearing to that end result of what we have desired and wanted to be as our outcome for, you all know yourselves what you intend in your own lives, knowing your own life situation. So understand what you can from that reading, that the pathway can sometimes be a bit cloudy, but it does clear as we take those further steps and move with the people who we are meant to be involved with, who are included in our lives. Okay, and Kim's saying, oh, some good luck would be wonderful, won't it be wonderful? And we do need to put our own sense of energy and work into it, whether it's hard work or it's that energetic involvement. Yes, bring it on. So maybe a buy for your unit. Well, absolutely. Put that intention there and only feel into the energy of the positives. So, and Michaela, yes, please. Always glad of good luck. Yes. And bringing that into fruition. Exactly. So with that as our reading today, I hope that you've gained something from that and putting your own interpretation into it, of course, for your own life situation, basically. You know yourselves best. Continue growing and knowing your inner self and trusting that is your pathway, especially in connection with your guiding spirits and, that pathway that you're walking. All of us have our own individual journeys, don't we? So thank you for being here and joining me. And for tomorrow, let's hope I'm on time. I plan to be. So have a wonderful day and be the best you. Keep being the best you that you can be. Until tomorrow, namaste.